Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. For the 8th month in a row, the median sales price of a home in the Wenatchee market has decreased. The Chelan-Douglas Homeless Housing Task Force is looking to fill 2 spots on their board. Summer-like weather the rest of this week and through the weekend with big changes next week. Police arrested an East Wenatchee man yesterday in their investigation of a downtown Wenatchee burglary. 24-year-old Danelle Leon Sapp faces a possible charge of possessing stolen property after 2 bicycles stolen from Arberg Sports and valued at more than $20,000 were recovered through witness reports. The bikes were stolen Friday from Arlberg's Wenatchee Avenue location after a glass window was smashed out. Police say the case may be related to other smash-and-grab burglaries in the downtown commercial area. Anyone with further information is asked to contact Wenatchee Police. The person killed in a fiery one-vehicle crash near Orondo in August has now been identified as 45-year-old Lester T. Haney of Mansfield. Haney was driving a 1999 Chevy Tahoe southbound on State Route 97 in the early morning hours of August 17th when his car left the roadway and struck a tree, causing the vehicle to burst into flames and engulfing his body. Douglas County Coroner Tanner Bateman told NCWLIFE News he had to turn to DNA analysis to make an identification. Genetic material from Haney was set out for lab work. Authorities identified Haney as the deceased yesterday. Do rimfire rifles fall under Washington's ban on assault weapons? The answer this week from the Attorney General's office is sometimes. Back in June 7th, District State Senator Shelley Short asked for a legal opinion from Attorney General Bob Ferguson on whether rimfire semi-automatic rifles are barred from sale under the assault weapons law passed in April. .22 caliber rimfire cartridges for long rifles are the most commonly used ammunition in the world. The binding opinion issued by Ferguson's office on Tuesday says if a rifle that shoots rimfire ammo meets all other definitions under the assault weapons law, including semi-auto rate of fire and an overall length less than 30 inches, then its sale is restricted. Short, whose district includes Okanagan, Douglas, and part of Grant County, was among the most vocal opponents of the assault weapons law. For the 8th month in a row, the median sales price of a home in the Wenatchee market has decreased. Pacific Appraisal Associates reports the median sales price of a home last month was $485,000. That's down 3% compared to September of 2022 when the price was $500,000. Total sales last month were down a whopping 15% at 71. That's compared to 84 sold in September of last year. The active listings category was a mixed bag with a 3% decrease compared to last year, but a 7% increase in homes for sales compared to August of this year. When we come back, 9 initiatives of the Our Valley, Our Future action plan have shown progress, but officials say more support is needed for them to grow. And a new Mexican grill is opened in Wenatchee under the ownership of brothers who own Agave Azul in Cashmere. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At Chelan's premier lifestyle store, Willow, find unique home decor, clothing, jewelry, and more. Come visit for a welcoming and memorable shopping experience.
Deepwater Electronics is your one-stop shop for the latest in TV and sound technology. Whether you build your home theater or let them do it for you, Deepwater Electronics is the clear choice.
The switch is on to T-Mobile. Get the best 5G experience and the customer service you depend on. Only at Chelan Wireless in downtown Chelan.
We're turning up the heat with the hottest deals of the year. Right now, during the hot summer clearance sale, only at Click It RV. #1 in sales and service. The best RV brands. Over 1,000 to choose from. And the best deals of the year on remaining 2023 model year-end clearance with incredible 30% off. Brand new RVs discounted up to 30%. Save thousands. Plus, no payments until 2024. During the hot summer clearance sale, now only at Click It RV. 5 Superstore locations. Hurry in today.
The Chelan-Douglas Homeless Housing Task Force is looking to fill 2 spots on their board. The new members, who must have lived and experienced homelessness, will be appointed to 2-year terms beginning in January of 2024. The task force sets priorities for homeless services and programs in the 2 counties and currently consists of 5 voting members and 15 non-voting members. The open positions are for a task force member and an alternate for the position, and the applications, which can be found on the Chelan County and NCWLIFE websites, are due by 5 p.m. October 17th. A selection committee will begin interviewing candidates on October 25th, and final appointments will be made by the county commissioners. 9 initiatives of the Our Valley, Our Future action plan have shown progress, but more support is needed for them to grow, the organization says. Last month, they hosted their Game Changers Summit at Pybus Public Market and showcased the initiatives they call Game Changers, which cover topics from the regional housing approach and wildfire prevention to diverse leadership and career connect learning. The action plan, which can be found on the Our Valley, Our Future website, extends to 2026. With each game changer requiring multiple collaborative partners and a great amount of resources. At the summit, 150 leaders and residents heard updates on the progress and challenges of each initiative, where they shared their need for more engagement. Coordinator Steve Maher said that should the initiatives be successful, they will have transformative impacts on the region for decades. A new Mexican grill is opened in Wenatchee under the ownership of brothers Daniel and Omar Acero, owners of Agave Azul in Cashmere. Polo Alegre offers a wide variety of food, including taquitos, wings, and tacos, but is most popularly known for its grilled chicken. The brothers have been pleased with customer reaction since officially opening on September 12th, and they're excited to be joining the existing group of local Hispanic restaurant owners in the valley. To view the restaurant's full menu, visit their website. Coming up next, you paid for it, now you can see the inside of it. The Chelan County PUD's new service center and old station is open for business. We'll give you a tour in tonight's feature story. Sunny skies and unseasonably warm temperatures expected through the rest of the week and into the weekend, with changes coming next week. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa today.
Hi everybody, Dan Coos alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. There's ice on my heat pump and under my heat pump.
Well, ice under your heat pump is normal. When we go into a defrost cycle, it melts the frost off, creates water, which freezes to the ground. Ice around your heat pump is a thing that you should probably give us a call about.
Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air for heat and air. Call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Eric Grandstrom, the NCWLIFE Channel Sports Director. While the teams are working hard, we're working hard to bring you 20 broadcasts this fall.
Over the middle, the ball is caught, and just like that, gets through everybody.
It's Eastmont
to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
It's Wenatchee.
10-5, touchdown.
Even Cashmere.
Killed by Nell. It's in. Good maneuver. Red footer. Go, 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 go.
Right here on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
You paid for it, and now you can see the inside of it. The Chelan County PUD's new service center in Old Station is open for business, and on Saturday, there'll be free public tours of the new facility from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Starting tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, you can see a private walkthrough with the PUD Shared Services Manager, Dan Fraser. In tonight's feature story, here's a preview of that visit.
We've been working on this, and since 2015, the first study was done and said, you know, we got to invest a lot of money in our facilities. Is there a better way than just trying to maintain the old stuff? And so we started a project to really look at what the best use of the county's, our taxpayer, our ratepayers' money is, and it came to fruition that really operations and services needs to be centrally located, and it needs to be closer to our customers, and it needs a new facility because the facilities that we had were, as you said, outdated. You want to have people have clear line of sight to what they need to do, and people not disturbing each other. If you have counters next to each other doing different tasks. So we were able to do a two-story lobby because we wanted the customers to have access to the boardroom, customer service, customer relations or construction, and customer energy solutions, which is our formerly conservation group. So we wanted to do a two-story lobby, so it kind of moved those things a little bit further apart. And we also wanted to show that connection to the operations. So this glass wall here, you'll be able to see the crews out there working and kind of know what your PUD is doing. You kind of get the order of magnitude of the facility when you see how many lockers we have. So the dark blue lockers are crew lockers. The light blue lockers are actually day lockers for people that want to hit the trail at lunch, go over to the for a workout. Someone's already in that one. We'll try to no one's in there. They actually have boot dryers built into the bottom. They can put their wet boots there, and the next morning, they've got dry boots. So as we went through the design process, there are 50 different work groups that we spent time with at the PUD. And so a lot of it had to do with where do you need to be in the building, who do you need to be near, where are your materials, what do you do every day, and who do you need to see every day? And so that informed a lot of how the building laid out. This was something that we spent quite a bit of time on because what the board does here is really important. There's a lot of big decisions that get made in this room. And so we wanted to show that permanence, we show the kind of the beginning of Chelan County, and we have the rivers of Chelan County shown, and that's really why we're here. Why is Chelan County PUD here? We're here because the water's here. The dams are here because of our rivers, and so we wanted to tie back to those rivers. Commissioner Smith kind of drew that juxtaposition because he closed out the last meeting at headquarters a couple weeks ago by saying a lot of things have happened here. Really important things, really, foundational things for the PUD, but now it's time. We feel like it's the right time to move into our new facility, and so they had their first meeting here, and he said, what a difference. The acoustics are different. Everything just feels different, and so they're really, really happy with how this turned out.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. Nice and warm out there today, but the caveat, it was breezy to even windy in a lot of locations out there today. But look at this beautiful shot of one of the jewels of north central Washington, Lake Chelan, and you can see Manson in the background there. A little bit breezy up that way, but not as bad as it was here in the Wenatchee area. We had a sustained wind of about 20 to 25 miles an hour through most of the afternoon. But I'll tell you folks, the rest of this week and this weekend gonna be just beautiful. We are looking at highs in the 70s. We're talking mid 70s right through Friday here in the Wenatchee area. And by this weekend, we will be mid 70s to even upper 70s on both Saturday and Sunday before Monday rolls around and we return to cool, breezy, and wet conditions. And it looks like that's going to last almost all of next week. So by all means, enjoy the rest of these days this week. How about this? 76, and we even went a little bit higher than that. 78 degrees, our official high temperature today. 68 is where we should be for this time of year, so 10 degrees above that normal high temperature today. 83, our record high. We weren't that far away from it. 2020 was the record for 83 degrees. 59 this morning, and that blows away our normal low of 46 degrees. Our record cold was set back in 1981 at 34. Sunrise 7:04 this morning and sets tonight at 6:34. All right, let's get you into Thursday and show you some beautiful temperatures once again. Almost a carbon copy of today, but I really think a lot less wind for Thursday. 77s in the Columbia Basin, Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. 76 in Wenatchee and Eniat. 74 Leavenworth. Beautiful day in Lake Wenatchee tomorrow with a high temperature of 71. All right, as we get into tonight, we are seeing a large area of high pressure grabbing that warm tropical air and bringing it right back into the Pacific Northwest. Clear and mild tonight, lows in the low to mid 50s, well above where we should be for this time of year. For Thursday, sunny and warm, a lot like today. Clear skies throughout the state with highs in the mid 70s on Thursday. As we get into the end of the week on Friday, sunny skies and warm. Our ridge continues to hold on over the Pacific Northwest. We're going to see highs again on Friday, mid 70s, maybe even some upper 70s around our viewing area. And then as we get you into the upcoming weekend, boy, is it going to be nice. Saturday, sunny, unseasonably warm. Look at the clear skies up and down the west coast of the U.S. We're talking highs in the upper 70s, 80s down in the Tri-Cities, probably Yakima, maybe Moses Lake this weekend. And then by Sunday, here's our big weather changer. Giant area of low pressure will bring some high clouds our way on Sunday. It's still going to be nice and warm to end the weekend with highs in the upper 70s. But as we get into Monday, things really begin to change. Here's our trough in our low pressure area. It's going to bring lots of clouds our way, a 60% chance of rain. This is during the daytime hours. And as we get into the evening hours, it looks like the entire state of Washington inundated with rain showers, highs cooling back into the upper 60s. For Tuesday then, mostly cloudy. We're going to continue with about a 50% chance of rain. We're also going to continue with that cool down. High temperatures as we get into Tuesday afternoon into the mid 60s. So expect a weather change as we get into Monday. 53 overnight tonight. Beautiful sunny days Thursday right through Saturday. We are talking highs anywhere in the mid to upper 80s. Still nice for Sunday too. High clouds and 77. And then those weather changes come our way. Monday and Tuesday, rain showers likely. Upper 60s Monday and mid 60s your highs on Tuesday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Major League Baseball's wildcard playoffs began yesterday in 4 different cities across the country. Corey Seager was 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI, while Evan Carter doubled twice to lead Texas over Tampa Bay 4-0. Jordan Montgomery went 7 strong innings of 6-hit shutout ball to put the Rangers up 1-0. That series in St. Petersburg, Game 2 was earlier today. Royce Lewis homered twice as Minnesota took Game 1 at Target Field in Minneapolis over Toronto, 3-1 the final. Twins and Blue Jays were meeting in Game 2 that earlier on ESPN. Arizona erased an early 3-0 deficit to win in Milwaukee 6-3. Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, and Gabriel Moreno all homered for the Diamondbacks. Game 2 happening right now on ESPN2. Alex Boehm's RBI double in the third gave Philadelphia a lead it would never relinquish in a 4-1 win over Miami. Game 2 of that series getting underway right now on ESPN. Well, while the rest of Major League Baseball focused on the postseason, the Mariners Mariners are trying to figure out how to get back there. President of Baseball Operations Jerry DePoto, Executive Vice President and General Manager Justin Hollander, and Manager Scott Service met with the media yesterday to talk about the season and direction moving forward. Service says the sting of being eliminated still hurts.
I love our team, the core of our team. The young players we have, they're exciting. They believe in what we're doing. They believe in the Mariners. And just like me, they were very emotional after we got eliminated Saturday night. It hurts. It's personal. And I'm not over it yet, as many around here can tell. It's going to take me a while. It's like our players. But there's a different vibe leaving this year than obviously last year. Last year, when it all ended, we were gassed. Physically, mentally, emotionally gassed. We're tired physically, talking to the guys on Sunday after the game. But there's a burning desire to get into the offseason and make a difference. And that's what, the conversation I had with players, with coaches, that'll start here immediately. And expectations are great. I talked about it in spring training. They were raised dramatically than how they'd ever been here in the past. And I look for it to be up there again. Because in my mind, we are as good as the Astros and the Rangers, except for 1 or 2 games.
This is almost never one thing that goes wrong. It's a series of things that maybe could have gone differently or you could have done better. I don't think it's any one person's fault. I heard for a lot in the first half about Tommy Lestella or Colton Wong or AJ Pollock or a double play we didn't turn or bases loaded situations with nobody out. It's never any one of those things. It's a collection of things that didn't quite go the way you wanted to. And amongst all those things were a ton of things that went really, really well. And I could sit up here and list all those and feel really good about how those will carry forward to next year. But I guess my best answer is it's not any one thing. It's a series of things that didn't go quite the way we hoped it would.
We have far more answers to the question, when does the championship come, than questions. And, we'll ask ourselves those questions headed into this year and answer them to the best of our ability. I don't know that the solution to our problems is big name players, and I'm not sure we have big problems. But would I like to have big name players? Sure, I think we all would. Whether that is by way of a big name player, there are a number of teams that are I guess evidence today that might not be the only way that you build a roster.
Cal Raleigh had strong sentiments to the club's top brass that Seattle just flat out needs to get better and to find the players to make that happen. Mariners have 133 days until pitchers and catchers report to Peoria to begin the 2024 season. Wenatchee remained unbeaten at Big 9 volleyball last night. The Panthers swept 3 sets from Eisenhower on the road in Yakima. Wenatchee has yet to lose a set in league play this season, and more on Wenatchee and not losing a set coming up in just a moment. Eastmont, meanwhile, hosted Davis last night, and the Pirates came away with a 3-set win, 25-12-20, 19-25, and 25-20. I was alongside our crew last night at Eastmont High School with the coverage here on the NCWLIFE channel.
1 point away from giving Davis the first set win. Down to a knee is Staines. They'll reverse the sets. Get it across. Davis. Oh, and that one was probably out, but Eastmont, fearing that it might be the final point of this set, kept it alive. Pirates back out front. A little beautiful touch on the left hand from the middle for the point. Paige Gasling, and Davis takes the first set here, 25-12. And Wheeler, who has served a lot of points here so far, has a serve for Davis. Little soft serve this time to Staines up front. They'll reverse the rotation, touch at the net, and we're still playing. Pirates kill. Blocked by Staines, but she can't get it to one of her teammates, and so the kill is good by Wilsey. And another point to Davis, and the Pirates take the second one. It'll be Howe on the service. She's had a good game here in this third set. Howe's service. Down is Wheeler, and an ace and a point. And Eastmont comes back and wins the third set by a score of 25-19. Left hand from the right side. Sudam in the middle. Wheeler up front rotation. Kill attempt back line. Eastmont keeping it alive. They got to get it across. They do. And a point! I think Davis didn't think that Eastmont was going to get to it, so they relaxed a little bit. Pirates trying to wrap it up here on the road tonight. to improve to 4-2 in Big Nine play. Service by Hull. Back line is Staines. Up front rotation. Here's the kill attempt. It's wide. And the points and match will go to Davis as the Pirates win it on the road here 3-1, taking this fourth set 25-20.
In other volleyball last night, Ephrata had its hands full with Prosser topping the Mustangs 25-8, 17, 21-25, and 26-24. Olmec swept Quincy in Caribou Trail League play, while Chelan swept 3 from Cascade. For the B schools last night, Manson swept Bridgeport, Okanagan took 3 from Tonasket, Brewster topped Oroville 3-zip, Antioch beat Riverside Christian 3-1, Wilson Creek swept Easton, Cascade Christian edged Pateras 3-2, Soap Lake took down Moses Lake Christian 3-2. Waterville Mansfield swept Thorpe 3-0. Well, Wenatchee coach Jordan McGregor passed along details about the Panthers' victory at the big Linda Sheridan Classic Volleyball Tournament that happened in Spokane last weekend. Wenatchee went 7-0 without dropping a single set on the day. In pool play, Wenatchee beat Liberty, Central Valley, and Ridgeline's freshman team. Then in the gold bracket, Panthers topped Lewis and Clark, Kamaikan, and Kettle Falls. Wenatchee downed Ridgeline's varsity in the championship 2-0. Ava Jo Berry had 121 assists and 13 aces on the day. Kira DeMartian also had 40 kills and 7 aces on 4 for the tournament. Congratulations to the Panthers. It's going to be a big one tomorrow night. Wenatchee visits Eastmont. That'll be at 7 o'clock at Eastmont High School. Turning to soccer, Eastmont remains atop the Big Nine girls soccer standings after a 5-0 win over Davis last night. Wildcats got 2 goals each from Liliana Johnson and Kylie Matrichit, and a tally from Julia Martinez. Alessandra Titchner stopped all 5 shots in goal for Eastmont as the Wildcats remain unbeaten in Big Nine play. Piper Davison scored twice for Wenatchee, but it wasn't enough as Eisenhower came into the Apple Bowl, took down the Panthers 4-3. Natalie Bowles tied the game at 2 in the second half, but the Cadets countered with a couple of goals late and held on for the victory. Also last night, Moses Lake won a non-league match against Othello 1-0. Quincy topped Omak 5-1. Cascade down Chelan 4-1. Okanagan blasted Bridgeport 9-2. Lake Roosevelt rolled over Oroville 8-2. Pateras shut out Manson 4-0, and Tonasket topped Brewster by a final of 6-3. Just one other note here. We've got football coming up your way Friday right here on the NCWLIFE channel as the Eastmont Wildcats entertain the West Valley Rams. Eastmont trying to remain unbeaten and ranked in the top 5 in the state. Grant Olson and Paul Collard will have your play-by-play with the pregame starting at 6:30 from Wildcat Stadium right here on the NCWLIFE channel. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Wednesday.
On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley this Saturday, you can come and check out this beautiful new facility. Dan Frazier and I took a behind-the-scenes tour. You can do that on Saturday. Dan Frazier from the Chelan PUD and your new home on the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.